Hello everyone, Teeny here. I hope, boy, I can't talk today. I hope your day is going fantastic. And I hope you are in the holiday spirit because today we're going to make 2 Christmas cards. We're using some new items designed by Lisa Horton Crafts over at Spellbinders, and I just fell in love with the collection. The collection is actually called Lisa Horton Essential Holiday Collection. And I just love everything about it. So I thought I'd share it with you along with 2 cards. First off, there's this new die set. It's called Nested Tree Frame. And, you know, I love frames, but I love decorative panels. And that's what this loopy kind of larger panel is. If you add the rectangles, there's 3 stitched rectangles. If you add it to it, you can make a thick basically 3 different sizes of a frame with it, and that comes with the layering Christmas tree. This is what it looks like here. So cute. So we'll be using this actually on both of our cards. And then, you know, I love Christmas pudding, and so we're going to be using this die set that's new. It's called Festive Ornaments. It creates 3 fun ornaments, but I'm loving this one because, you know, I have a sweet tooth. But this will be one for one of our cards. And then we have some press plates. I'm not going to bring out my Better Press system. I'm actually going to bring in my Glimmer hot foil system. I thought we'd do a little bit of foiling. And this is a greeting set called Essential Tag Accessories. This is meant to go with Lisa Horton Crafts tags. She has a brand new tag die set. We're not going to be using it, but I do want to use one of the sentiments in here. So we'll be using this. And then I thought this was so fun. This is called the Holiday Background Panels. This is the size of them, and they're 4 panels with different designs. I just love that. The size of these are, let me see. You have a 2.5 inches wide by 3 3/4 inches tall. So it's nice for A2 panels, or center pieces on a 5x7 card would be really pretty. I love panels like this because you could foil or you could press plate them, and then you could die cut them out also using some floral dies if you wanted to. Leaf dies, sky's the limit with backgrounds like this. But there's some stars, polka dots, upside down, stars, polka dots, some more stars, and then you have some snowflakes. So we'll be using this on our card project today. And then we have this I thought was so fun. This is what it looks like. There's 4 dies, these 3, this big one, and then you have this press plate. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Spellbinders press plates foil beautifully. We're going to be foiling this today. This has a lot of greetings. The greetings in here are Merry Christmas, So Very Merry, Happy Holidays, Joy and Blessings, Glad Tidings, and Festive Cheer. And then the die here will cut out all 6 of them. And then the separate dies will cut out these 3 here. Let's jump in and do a little bit of die cutting. And I'm not going to foil today. I already did it just to save a little bit of time. Okay, I went ahead and used 2 foils today. I have 2 matte foils. We have matte silver, matte gold. And I've foiled these 2 panels from, let me show you. Here. These are individual too, which makes it really nice. You can mix and match, and 2 of them will fit on A2 panels beautifully. So I foiled both of these, and with this one, I actually have the extra greetings here. We foiled with this. This actually creates a real pretty frame too. There's foiling on here, so don't throw that out. That's good for another card project. So it die cut out beautifully, just one shot and you're done. Okay, and then I did do my greetings too. This is from the Essential Tag Greetings. I die cut out some greetings from here. Okay, after we have this done, now we're going to take our festive ornaments and our nested tree frame, and I'm going to do some die cutting. I have a color theme that I kind of was playing around with, and I think these are going to go great together because I definitely wanted chocolate for the pudding. And we're not going to use it as an ornament. We're just going to make the pudding with some holly. So I actually need a green too. So there we go. So we have Fog. I'll tell you the colors of Spellbinders Cardstock. Some of them aren't available no more, but I'm pretty sure these are all the ones that are available. This is Fog. We have Glacier, Timber, Dahlia, and Rainforest. Okay, we're going to use these, and I'm going to do a little bit of die cutting, and we're going to start with our first card. Okay, I have everything die cut out for my first card. We have an A2 panel that we're going to glue directly to the front of our card base. And you know, I think what I'm going to do is bring in a background stamp. I just love plaids at Christmas time. So this is the Simon Says Stamp Soft Plaid background stamp. And I'm just going to add, I'm just going to use, we're just going to add a watermark to this. So I'm going to bring in my Versamark ink pad. And I know I need to get my brayer out. Okay, we got our brayer. It took me a minute. I don't know why I torture myself. I swear I just want to rearrange my craft room to make it a little bit more efficient. And boy, every time I do that, it seems like I got a new learning curve in finding where everything is. So I should just learn my lesson and put everything in one spot forever. But it's, I guess, self-torture. But we found it. That's the best thing. Okay, let's go ahead and take our panel. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to add it to my background. And I'm just going to go over it with my brayer. Sometimes I think this is faster than putting it in my MISTI. But there we go. Very subtle, but I like it. I'm going to put this to the side, let that dry a little bit. And in the meantime, we're going to create our Christmas pudding. We have this. Normally I do a little ink blending, but I'm not going to, well, maybe I'll do that with my leaves. Let me bring in my blending, actually. Rather than ink blend on my leaves, I'm just going to use a Copic marker, and I'm just going to do a little coloring on one side, just to add a little shading. And then I'll bring in my colorless blender and blend it together so we don't have any harsh edges. Okay, we're good to go. Now I do want to add a little dimension, so I'm going to pop up this pudding with some foam squares. Just going to use one. We'll add this. And we'll add the second one. Okay, then I'm going to add a little glue to the very top. And I'm going to go ahead and add my leaves. One of them I'm going to put 3. And then the other one we'll just leave with 2. Okay, and since we're working on these, there are berries in the die set, but I'm not going to use those. Sometimes I like to add gems instead of the berries. So let's go ahead and add 3 different sizes of red berries here. And all those are, I just love those. Those are so much fun. Okay, we have the Dahlia and we have the Glacier cardstock. We're going to layer these both together. Just going to use my glue. And then I'm going to add this to the center. Isn't that so pretty? I love panels like this. It just does so much for your card. We'll tack down these two panels right in the center. We'll add our pop-up foam, and then we'll place this right in the center of our card base. These are the 3 stitched rectangle dies. We already used 2 of them here, so I'm going to take the smallest, and I'm going to die cut out a panel here. Maybe we should die cut it out with the polka dots. That'll be fun. I'm going to center it because I could actually turn this into a snowfall frame. Okay, I went ahead and die cut out my background panel that has the snowfall. That's going to go here, so let's go ahead and adhere this. And when I said the reason I centered it, just tack that down. Now the reason I centered this was because if you just take your paper trimmer, let me show you, and you trim it along the pattern, so see, you have a frame and nothing goes to waste, and you have that matte foil. So whenever you die cut out a rectangle for your pattern, center it and you can always create a frame with it. Okay, let's add, oh, and I do want to mention too, while I was die cutting, I cut out my greeting. Now I used one of the tags here from our essential tag die set. I said I wasn't going to use this one, but I guess I did. Not the tags, but the banners are in here, are really fun. This one even has a place where you could add a bow, which maybe I should have used that one, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, now let's go ahead and remove the release paper off of our beautiful pudding here. Kind of fill in that frame, center it, and then I'm going to put a piece of foam tape over here to the left, and then I'll add some adhesive adhere to the right, and then this way we can overhang on those. We can, and that will finish off that card. We're going to jump into our next card. Okay, for this card I used fog and I cut out the same background, and what we're going to do is take the largest die here and I'm going to cut out the stars for this one. So we have our background panel, fits it beautifully. Let's adhere this to our fog cardstock. We'll just center this. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in some foam squares and we're going to layer. We have the same colors we used for our first card, so we have Dahlia, Rainforest, and Glacier, and we're going to layer these together, but I'm going to layer them how I want them on my background. I think that looks good. So let's, I know I went So Very Merry here. And then we're going to just stack these right in the middle. We're going to create a focal point with greetings. Now I'm bringing back that background stamp from Simon, and this time we're going to stamp directly on the front of our A2 card base, but instead of course using Versamark on white's not a good idea, we're going to use a gray. I'm using Misty Coast ink from Pink Fresh Studio. It's a very pale gray. Give that a good inking. And then I will add my card base and bring back that brayer, and we'll give it a good press. Whoops. Okay, and then we can lift this up. And we have a subtle plaid background. And then I'll bring back some of that craft foam, and we're going to add this behind our panel. Let's go ahead and glue this down. Okay. And then this is going to go right in the middle. This is kind of a simple card, but I like it. And we'll add this panel. And I'm going to bring back those red gems, and we're going to add just the right amount of sparkle in here. And that will finish off that card. So here's both cards that we made today using some new items over at Spellbinders. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for sticking with me to the end, and thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.